I'm Matt Johnson alongside
Michael Lagnowitz.
And welcome to the last episode of Tech Total Access this semester. This episode will include baseball, softball, football, and our top 3 best moments from the spring semester. The Virginia Tech football team held its annual spring football game on Saturday, April 13th. The event featured the offense facing off against the defense, where they would have 100 plays against one another. We now send it to Aditi Mood, who has the highlights and sound bites.
Reporting from Lane Stadium, where Virginia Tech played their annual spring football game.
The Hokies came into the spring game looking to prove that the team's struggles last year were a thing of the past. The game was split into several categories: red zone drives, goal line drives, starting from your own 1-minute drills to win a game without a timeout, and then ending with a team scrimmage. There were several areas where the team wanted to focus on after the game. The first one was the quarterback battle between Ryan Willis, Quincy Patterson, and Hendon Hooker. Ryan led the way with 192 yards and 3 touchdowns. Despite playing Willis more during the game, head coach Justin Fuente said that any of the 3 quarterbacks could be the starter next fall. Another key focus was Bud Foster's defense. Last year, their defense, especially the secondary, was uncharacteristically inconsistent. One of the most important areas of focus was to improve the team's tackling technique and aggressive tendencies. The team will have a few more practices in the spring to iron out some of their mistakes, and then practice more in the summer and prepare for the upcoming 2019 season.
From BTTV, it's Aditi Mood.
Well, we're going to have an interesting season upcoming in football, Matt. We had a pretty interesting year this past year. We still made it to a bowl game, which I was very excited about. But what do you think is going to happen this upcoming season?
Oh, well, I am predicting us to go 10-3 and play Clemson in the ACC Championship, led by Quincy Patterson as our starting quarterback.
And how about Bud Foster with that defense? How's that going to be looking as, we had a bunch of freshmen taking on those roles last year as starters. What's going to be happening this year as they develop further?
Well, I think Reggie Floyd is going to help lead the way back there in the defense. What do you think?
I think we're going to do very well. We had a great first year. There was a little bit of inconsistency, but, that's something that can be worked on and taught. And as these guys grow older as a group, they're going to learn to work together even more. So I think we're going to improve from last year. One concern that some people have is Justin Fuente potentially being fired. I don't foresee it happening, honestly. Do you think any differently?
No, I don't think he's going to be fired. I mean, if they do go 10-3, I think that's a strong record, and I think he's built a good culture in Virginia Tech football. But I do believe that Trey Turner will be our standout player at that wide receiver position.
Virginia Tech softball took on JMU in the cancer awareness game.
I'm here just outside the Virginia Tech softball field where the Hokies and the Dukes of James Madison came together to play for the Cancer Awareness Game.
In a warm spring day filled with few clouds overhead, the Hokies and Dukes come together for a doubleheader in softball. The first game was dedicated to cancer awareness. The Hokies would get the action going early on in the contest. Senior left fielder Emma Strouth takes the pitch and watches as it flies out of the park. She gets the single home run in the bottom of the second, giving the Hokies an early 1-0 edge. Although the Hokies would hold strong through 6, JMU would put up 3 unanswered runs in the top of the 7th inning to win 3-1.
So softball's having one of the best seasons it's ever had in Virginia Tech softball history under Pete DeMore in his first season. They're 40-8 right now, and that's an excellent record.
Yeah, absolutely. One of my favorite moments from the softball season was actually the resiliency in the JMU series. We were down in the first game. We ended up losing 1-3, but we came back in the second game to win 12-0 in a complete wipeout of the Duke. So I really liked our ability to reset in that series and get back and put on a hard win.
And here are our top 3 favorite moments from the spring semester. And I'm going to start out with number 1 going Virginia Tech basketball upsetting Duke for the 3rd straight year in Cassell Coliseum, and all the fans rushing the court. You can't beat that. Number 2, sticking with basketball, Justin Robinson making his return to the NCAA NCAA tournament. I mean, he's a senior. I'm so glad he got to play. And then finally, number 3, Trey Turner's huge TD reception in the spring football game where he took it all the way down the field. That was awesome.
Yeah, those are some great moments, Matt. A little bit of variety here from different sports. The first favorite moment of mine was, as I mentioned earlier, softball. Getting that big resilient win against JMU after dropping the first game in that series. I really thought that really spoke to the kind of culture that we have in softball. Our second favorite moment, or at least my second favorite moment, was our big win in men's tennis over number 16 Notre Dame. It was just a great win for the team. We won all 3 matches in doubles, and then we had a couple great wins in singles, and we ended up winning 5-2 on the day. And then finally, we had to be co-champions with FSU for it, but we ended up being co-champions in indoor track, which I thought was great. It's a great look for the school, and of course shows all the hard work that those people put into track. And thank you for watching this episode of VTTV. Of course, follow us on Instagram at VTTV33. Matt, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yeah, I just love to say thank you to everyone who's watched and appreciate the support.
Absolutely. Same with me. Thank you guys for watching this semester, and of course come back next semester where we're going to give you all the action across the Hokie sports. I'm Michael Lacknowitz alongside Matt Johnson signing off.